Next, we have selective adjustments, which allow you to pick a specific color in your image and make adjustments to it. So clicking that, you then want to pick a specific color of your image. So if we want to adjust just the sky, for example, I'll just tap in the sky and it puts a point there. If I click and drag up over to the right, I have all my adjustments. So I can change the structure, the saturation, the contrast, or the brightness of just that specific part, or basically color of the image. So maybe I want to make the sky a little bit darker. I can maybe make it a little bit, say, more blue or less blue. I can add to this blue area by pinching and zooming around this dot. So with 2 fingers, I'm pinching, I'm squeezing in or squeezing out, and it tries to intelligently make selections based off of that color to select more of the sky, but without getting more of the clouds or things like that. To add another point, I'm just going to click the add button in the bottom left. Say I want to really tackle these trees in the bottom, for example. Let's pinch and zoom to get more of those trees. Now let's go ahead and adjust the structure, increasing the structure of those trees. Maybe let's go up to saturation, increase the saturation, and now we are just adjusting just those trees. So that's a quick way that you can make adjustments to a specific part of your image. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to open up another image for some of our other edits because we might want something a little bit more interesting. Let's open up this image of Sam. All right, so with this image, let's look at our brush tools. So with brushes, it's similar in the sense that you are adjusting a specific part of your image. You have dodge and burn, which is basically decreasing or increasing the contrast and the exposure of a specific area. You have exposure, you have temperature, and you have saturation. So say we want to decrease just part of this image along Sam's right side of his face. We can use the dodge and burn tool just by clicking, making sure we're on the dodge and burn. And then for the dodge and burn, let's decrease it to -10. And then with our finger, we're just going to brush around Sam's face. And as I do that, that side of his face gets a lot darker. If I do it on the left side of his face or his right side of his face, you can really see what's going on as I darken that side. If I want to erase, let's go increase to eraser, and let's erase it all. So the effect works similarly if you are using any of these other brushes, for example, temperature. So if we want to increase the temperature, make it warmer, we can just paint over Sam's face. And the more you paint, I'm just literally clicking and dragging over his face, the more it becomes warmer. It's painting layers and layers over. You can see by clicking the mask what part you've selected, and then that might be a better way to go back and erase specific parts that you don't want to necessarily select. So say we want this background in the top right to be darker. So let's go ahead and take our exposure, decrease our exposure to -1, and just paint over here. So now I'm just painting around Sam's shoulder, something like that, so that that wall is very dark. You can zoom in so that you can get more fine-tuned adjustments. For example, if I want to fix that spot up here, there we go. Now his face looks pretty weird. I'm going to get rid of that temperature adjustment, erase all of that. So that's just another way that you can edit specific parts of an image with brushes.